the through lines in the book is balance. You talk about balance, and especially when it comes to you're balancing prints, you're balancing colors, and you talk about dressing sexy, and you're like, sometimes too much is simply
Too
that.
much, yeah.
And talk a little bit about the balance in outfit, like.
So for me, and again, all of my experience is my personal experience. Right. And so the other nice thing about fashion is that there are no rules and there's no right or wrong. But for me, I don't feel comfortable unless I dress in balances. And so I think as women, we can wear a lot of hats and we can be feminine. And so for me, femininity is the same as sexuality. So if you're being sexy or you're being feminine, I do like to balance that with something stronger. And even just this morning, for example, a girlfriend of mine, very close friend of mine, was getting dressed for a big event, and she has quite different style than me. And she wanted my opinion on how to look sexy chic. And so she sent me a few pictures, and how to balance her. She kind of had this huge fake fur, and it's just kind of removing logos. And she was like, oh, but these are so comfortable. And so we turned one inside out. So something's inside out, and you have a huge fur on. You kind of have to take things down a notch and put something that has a lot of effort and try to make it effortless. And in fashion, it takes quite a deal of effort to make things look effortless. But once it does, we usually feel so much more comfortable with ourselves.
Is that something that you learned by trial and error, or is that something that...
100%, yeah. I have a lot of pictures on Getty that I would love to erase.
I tried to find one of those pictures on Getty after reading the book. I believe it was your gallery of regrettable fashion was the VH1 Fashion Awards.
Yeah, did you find that one?
I did not find it. And then I was like, what am I going to do? Show these people? So talk about that outfit. And I think that was shortly after you'd launched your line. You had money to spend, and...
you get invited to things and you're excited because they're a big invite, and it's like putting everything that you have on all at once. And if you're female, you're also doing hair and makeup and jewelry quite large. And what I learned just seconds after getting out of the car and starting to walk the red carpet was that I felt ridiculous. And so at least I noticed right away, and it's a feeling though. So, the people in the stores that were helping me buy these things told me I looked amazing, and the hair and makeup people told me I look amazing, but you have to trust yourself.
Right.
And that feeling that you have, which is, I think, your soul speaking to you.
Right.
And it's like that with everything. So yes, with what you choose to put on your body, but who you choose to trust. If you're walking this campus at dark and you don't, want to be rude to someone, but you don't feel comfortable, I tell my daughters all the time, go with being rude because it might save your life.
Right.